his patience in the classroom translated to the football field and helped elevate him from assistant.
All right, hi everybody. Hope you're having a good day. We've got one break tonight, and it is Top Series 1 baseball. It just came out today. We're going to go over a little bit of information before we actually get started ripping. So I'm going to get that up on the screen and see if we can't get it covered. Feedback is set to be automated on eBay. Anytime that you leave positive feedback for me, you are instantly going to get positive feedback in return. And of course, as always, thank you for being here. I appreciate it very much. And hopefully we're going to find some fun stuff and make it worth your while tonight. That's the plan anyway. Days ahead. Tomorrow night we're going to open some more Contenders football. We will do a 4-box third case break. On Friday night we're going to come back and open Leaf Metal Draft baseball again in the jumbo case. Saturday, Sunday, Monday will all be off nights, and we'll wait and see how Tuesday forward falls, because, well, it's going to kind of depend on what happens here with the weather and making sure I still have power. So shipping-wise, I've got this projected for Monday, and here is the reason that it is projected to be all the way out at Monday. We're in the midst of a winter storm, and the freezing rain has just moved in. They're telling us we may get up to 3/4 of an inch of freezing rain or ice before this thing is over in a few hours. And they're telling us we're also probably lots of the city's going to lose power. So if I don't lose power, hooray, this is going to get out probably earlier than Monday. If I do lose power, don't know how long it'll be out. Last time I lost power in an ice storm, it was out about 3 days, so yikes. So we're going to say Monday, and obviously if I can get it sent out to you faster than that, I will happily do so. Along those same lines, if we somehow lose power tonight in the middle of the break, well, you'll know what happened. If I just disappear, that's going to be what happened, guys, and I won't be able to do anything about it, because I won't have email, I won't have internet, I won't have anything if the power trips us up tonight. So just be aware of that. If we're plugging along and then all of a sudden we're not, well, that would be what happened, okay? And as far as our breaks tomorrow night and the following night, I would basically tell you the same thing, okay? If you show up and you're expecting the break, because they're already listed on eBay, and I am not here live on schedule, and you can't get an answer from me on eBay, that means you got it. Power went out. So please keep that in mind if you're trying to reach me, etc., in the next couple of days. So that's where we are with that. Now, this is a 6-box full case of 2021 Series 1 Jumbo Baseball. This is a full case break. It is break number 1. It released today, which is Wednesday, the 10th of February. My mom's birthday, by the way. And we, of course, it ended tonight on eBay. We're going to break it tonight. So that's how things are going to roll along here. I'm going to scroll down through here, give you a chance to take a look at your name up there in lights across from your team. There is one team that did not find a forever home. That's the Colorado Rockies. It got no bids. It was listed on eBay, but got no bids. So that's the deal there. And of course, by now, everyone would know Veteran Base does not ship to the teams. It was a separate bidding category. There is your winning bidder for it. And then finally, the 70th anniversary ticket. So those things are pretty rare. There's not very many of them. But if we were to find one tonight, we've got a winning bidder on that designation too. So that's where it would go. Everything else, of course, is as you would expect. And a full outline in each listing description tells you precisely what does ship to the teams and what does not. And I'm sure you guys already looked over that. Now, the last little piece of business here, your background is getting blurry. That is intentional. I don't want you to worry about that. I'm setting it that way so that we can see the cards up really closely. We don't have to worry about what's in the background. All right, so we've got Tyler here. He's looking for the Indians tonight. And Roger says there's noticeable background noise. I don't have anything on in the background, guys. There's not a thing on in the whole house. Nope. There's no TV on. There's nothing on. Not one single thing. So I don't know what the background noise would be, guys. There's literally nothing on. No media at all. No television, no radio, no anything. So I don't know. You guys are asking me, what about the noise in the background? I don't know what it would be. I mean, the volume is down on my iPad, so that's the only other thing on. There shouldn't be any feedback there. The volume is muted on my laptop, which is where my software, broadcast software, is set up. So there's nothing on there. And there's no television on. There's no radio on. I don't know what it could be, guys.
Got the next best thing.
I don't know. Again, I don't have anything playing here. So I don't know what, I don't know what video could be playing, but it is not playing here on my end. So I don't know what, guys, I mean, I can stop the broadcast and start it back if you want to, but I don't think it's going to change anything because there's nothing playing on my side. So, I mean, what do you guys want me to do? Again, no open tabs on the browser. Volume is turned down on everything. I cannot imagine what in the world could possibly be there. I mean, we can go through and change off. I can close all the tabs and open them again, but it's the same ones we always have open, which is our leader of the pack breaks and our checklist tab, our eBay tab. I mean, none of that should be causing any issues. And I mean, that all just went back and forth, and I don't know what it could be, guys. I'm sorry. Do you want me to stop and restart? And meanwhile, hi, Roger and Randy and Gibstack and Sean and Eric and Brad. Okay, you guys said it's gone. Okay, well, I don't know why it started, and I don't know how it's gone, but all right, yay. Don't know where it came from, don't know where it went, but glad it's gone. So now we can just keep on trucking. How about that? So here's what we're looking for. 1 autograph and 2 relic cards in each one of our jumbo boxes. Now, since our veteran base cards, meaning any of the cards that are veteran players, they don't have the little RC designation on the card, those don't ship. The veteran players are their veteran base is its own bidding category. Obviously, all of our inserts, our numbered cards, our short prints, our silver pack cards, box loaders, relics, autographs, all that kind of stuff ships to the teams as normal. I'm telling you all of this again, even though we talked about it a minute ago, for a specific reason. And that is because we will cut right to the point where all the hits are. That's the beautiful thing about Topps Jumbo, whether you're looking at Series 1, Series 2, update, they all have the same thing. It used to be all the hits, including short prints and numbered cards, were in the middle of the pack. Last year, they put them all at the back of the pack in jumbos. We'll see if they're in the middle or the back of this one. But we'll basically be able to cut straight to it, is the moral of the story. Okay, so our first box loader, it is Garrett Cole, and that is the New York Yankees. It's kind of a cool little box loader. It's like a bookmark, so a little different than the ones we see sometimes. Our silver packs, there are 2 per box. We're just going to stack those up, and we'll open those all together at the end of the night. So we're not going to do those individually as we go. Sean said something about Army football. Oh, that's weird. And Gibstack said it was about 1949 Army football squad. I have no idea what that is, man. Because, there's not a television on in the house. Everybody knows you got to have everything off when it's break time. So there's not a thing on in the house. I have no idea what that was. That is super strange. All right, so to give you an idea, we'll go a little slower through this first pack. These, again, all veteran base, which does not ship to the teams. The things that will ship to the teams we'll talk about in a minute. In future packs, we're not going to stop and go through all of this part that is veteran base. We'll cut right to the hits after we look through a pack or two so that we can kind of figure out where everything is in here and how it's going to work. So now we're at the center. So once again, they've put our hits in the center, which is great. It's easier to remember when it's in the center anyway than when they moved it to the end or the back. So all of the stuff in the fun center, the Tootsie Roll center, if you will, if you're old enough to remember those commercials, that stuff does ship to the teams. And as a reminder to anybody who might have been joining me later, apparently hearing something about 1949 Army football that was playing over top of the break somehow. If you missed me saying it earlier, if the power suddenly goes out, it would not probably be coming back on soon. We're in the middle of an ice storm right now, so just FYI. A hollow foil, and that is headed to San Diego and the Padres, and it is Chris Paddock. So we're probably going to see quite a lot of those. They are primarily going to be unnumbered, but they are nonetheless inserts and therefore shipping to the teams, as is this. It's an insert and it's a rookie card. Anything that has that little RC designation on it automatically goes to teams, as do all inserts. I'll go ahead and show you the back of that as well. So we may as well look at the back of all of our inserts. Some packs have more inserts in the middle than others. This particular pack, as you can see, we've gone right on back to our regularly scheduled programming, if you will, which is a whole bunch of veteran base. And again, that all one bidding spot, so we are not going to look at that in every pack going forward, just looking at it here in that one to give you an idea of what's there. And yeah, so that's kind of how we're gonna be rolling through this. And see what else we can find. I really didn't notice any. Actually, we're going to do it in the, oh, there we go. There's a couple in the second pack as well, just to see if we had rookies. And yeah, there were several rookies in that one. So maybe there were some in the first pack and I just missed them. But for instance, these do ship to the teams because you see the little RC on them standing for rookie card means, yeah, the teams are going to get those. Now, otherwise, we can kind of buzz right on to our happy little center where our fun stuff lives. And we're going to go through and see what's in there. Another hollow foil. This one is Kansas City and the Royals. And Whit Merrifield happens to be the subject matter there. On the back side, I've got something numbered to 50. So we're getting off to a good start there for, well, except for the fact that I happen to put it upside down, where otherwise, getting off to a good start for your Indians. I know we had a request for Indians. And it is a Tristan McKenzie rookie card insert numbered to 50, so not too shabby. And right behind it is a Francisco Lindor insert, also the Indians, a Bo Bichette insert, and that's the Toronto Blue Jays. And then we are back to our regular base after that. So again, we'll just look through it right now out of this second pack, but normally we won't. Okay, so there you go. Roger wants to know about short prints. Yes, short prints ship to the teams. Again, anything that is not a veteran base card, okay? So veteran base cards don't ship to the teams, or anything that would happen to be, if we hit it, the 70th anniversary ticket, there's several rookies in a row, would not ship to the teams. Otherwise, yeah, guys, everything, all the hits. You might not have been tuned in when we were talking about that at the top of the break, but the way Top structures all of their jumbo packs, not the hobby, but the jumbo, which is what we're breaking, in Series 1 and Series 2 and Update, all variations are together in the same place in the pack, happens to be in the middle of the pack. It's Jacob deGrom for the Mets. So anything that's a variation in there, whether it is an insert, a numbered card, a relic, an autograph, a short print, an image variation, any kind of anything that is other than a regular base card, man, I keep putting those in upside down, are all together in the middle of the pack. So we're not going to miss anything. Numbered to 299 for the Detroit Tigers. You got a little Nico Goodrum insert. Kirby Puckett comes out next for the Twins, and I believe we are back to base there. What's our code on the back? Tell us. Yeah, 3213, which is the code for all things base. So that's how we'll be doing all of our other packs. We'll be cutting to the middle, pulling out the good stuff, and shuffling the veteran off to the side. So All right, let's get ourselves where we need to be and make sure always check that one. Make sure we're good to go when we're at the middle, and we are. Usually pretty easy to tell when we're at the middle, though. And that is a Mets hollow foil with Wilson Ramos. And our autograph hit out of this box has appeared, and it happens to go the Brewers with Keston Hiura. So congratulations to Milwaukee on pulling our first hit of the night. Phillies and a Bryce Harper, and ooh, that's nice. I mean, it's just a reprint, but still, I'm digging that. Is that actually signed? Is that actually signed? No. Yes? No. That Cal Ripken Jr., that's not, right? No, it's a reproduction, isn't it? I'm making sure. Hang on. Yes, it is. I was like, it fooled me for a second. I'm like, wait, no, that's not this, is it? Yes, no. No, it is not. Boy, it deceives you for a minute, but that is the reprint of a historic baseball card. So that is not an actual autograph of Cal Ripken Jr. is the point of the matter. It's a facsimile autograph. And I did, double check that on the back. Of course, I think I showed you that, but it tells us that on there too. So tricky though, isn't it? Tricky. I'm telling you, I know. It's crazy, but that's why you got to check these sorts of things. Make sure that we know where we are. Let's make sure. I don't think that's anything, but I wanted to double check it, and it's not. So once again, back to the hollow foils, and it's the Indians. And that is Adam Plutko. Tampa Bay Rays with an Austin Meadows insert. Here's a history of Topps. And you know what? That's going to be multi-teams on there because it's about Topps now being introduced. So it's going to have to end up going to somebody using random.org as our deciding factor. So that's why it is setting up there in our housekeeping section. So at the end of the night, we will use random.org and find a home for that little insert, because it's got lots of different teams on it. Roger says 2 autographs in 1 pack would be crazy. Well, I know, that's what I thought too. I'm like, no, that can't be it. I think that's what I said. I'm like, no, that's not an autograph. And then I looked at it again. I'm like, oh, is it? Is it real? and then no, it isn't. I don't know. I was back and forth a little on it, admittedly. There's San Francisco Giants, Brandon Crawford with our hollow foil. We've got a relic out, the first of 2 that we should find before we finish with this box. Happens to be Detroit Tigers and Miguel Cabrera, Major League Material. Bregman and the Astros, Wade Boggs and the Red Sox. And then I do believe we are, back to the basics after that. That is the nice thing about breaking jumbo, and it's also why most breakers break jumbo instead of hobby, because in hobby, it's not nearly so organized generally as to where you can find your hits. Whereas in jumbo, we know, hey, we can go right to one spot, and there they all are, which is a thing of beauty, isn't it? All right, that was a hollow foil for Detroit Tigers Candelario. I've got the Cubbies with Rizzo and something happening here. How about it being a short print? So there's our first short print of the night. Cubbies and Anthony Rizzo. You'll notice it has a different little code there on the back too, for those of you who like to play along at home and follow those certain kinds of things. Jackie Robinson for the Dodgers. Mariano Rivera, the New York Yankees, and then that's it after that. Back where we started, base. And all right, checking it out. Brings us to a hollow foil for the Dodgers, Jock Peterson. And here's our other relic. I need to actually get a thick card sleeve out for that one. So hold tight for one little minute, please, while I get a couple of those out of the pack, because these are much thicker, of course. And this is a reproduction relic, obviously. It is not anything that is player worn or player used or anything. It's also known as a manufactured relic. Happens to be Eloy Jimenez. And the White Sox, not numbered. Yeah, see, it says on there somewhere commemorative. So usually that means, yeah, specially created, it tells us on the back. So also known as manufactured relics. Joey Votto for my little Cincinnati Reds. Stars in service, Roberto Clemente, Pittsburgh Pirates. And then we're good to go from there. So yeah, all this ice is kind of crazy, and I am wondering, I don't know how bad it's going to get out there. If we really get 3/4 of an inch of ice, I bet I'm not going to have power for 4 or 5 days. I really hope we don't get that much. That's freaking me out a little bit. Miguel Cabrera, hollow foil for the Tigers, and our home run derby cards. I had forgotten to mention those at the top, but here's how they work. Of course, it goes to the team that you see there, the Astros in this instance, with Yordan Alvarez. Most of you probably know how it works, but in case you don't, this is what happens when you get it. You scratch off that little piece. There's a code under it. You go to that website, you enter the code, and then it's going to give you a chance to pick a date. There's Joey Bart and Will Clark, and those are both San Francisco Giants. It's going to give you a chance to pick a date when the player on the front of that card will hit a home run. If they actually hit a home run on the day that you select, you get entered into some kind of drawing to win tickets to the Home Run Derby, which would be the 2022 Home Run Derby, I believe. And you would also get, at least in past years, you've also gotten a specially printed Topps Now card, which I assume they would still give out. And we've got one for Kansas City, a hollow foil there for Junis. And the Atlanta Braves, this is numbered to 2021. And that is Travis d'Arnaud for Atlanta to 2021. The Natties and Juan Soto and Kirsch for the Dodgers. All right, so there you go. Whoops, left somebody behind, didn't we? So that is box number 1. Remember, our silver packs will open all of them, one right after the other, at the very end of the break. Okay, so that's how that's going to happen. There's our 2 silvers stacked on the side. All right, let's see who's in our box loader. I do always feel, in case you're wondering, where the card is in there before I use the scissors to cut the edge. Some of you are probably like, oh my God. I promise you, I feel for the edge of the card first, so I know what we're doing there. Chris Bryant and the Cubbies, our box loader here. Yeah, it's always funny if somebody hasn't watched that before and they think, oh no, maybe you're cutting through it. No, I never would, I promise. DeGrom, Mets, another home run derby. This one is going to Toronto. It is Vlad Guerrero Jr. Got lots of fun stuff here in our first pack, don't we? Javi Baez and the Cubbies. Man, all these keep going in upside down. It's killing me. Killing me, man. Killing me. And that was another short print. So far, we've had 2 short prints, and they've both been the Cubs. So, how about that? Ichiro, Mariners, Yadi Molina just signed a new contract. And St. Louis Cardinals. What was it, 9 mil something for 1 year? Isn't that what they landed on with Yadi? Something like that. Might not be exact on the numbers, but it's somewhere in that ballpark. And then the Mets picked up Almora from the Cubs, I guess maybe today. Mets have been busy in the offseason. Bo Burrows, Detroit Tigers, hollow foil. And I've heard they're now targeting Chris Bryant and Eugenio Suarez for third. Numbered to 70, there is a Trent Grisham Future Stars for the San Diego Padres. So there you go, Padres. Nice low number hit. And here comes a relic. It is going to my Cincinnati Reds, Shogo Akiyama. And Cincinnati Reds with the relic that is player worn. Brewers and Christian Yelich. Aw, my favorite Red of all time. One of my two favorite players of all time, Johnny Bench for Cincinnati. My other favorite, Hank Aaron, of course, just passed away recently. So sad. But those are my two all-time favorite guys, Hank Aaron and Johnny Bench. I don't know why those two, just those two. Well, I kind of, I was really young when Hank Aaron was, I guess, winding down his career, but I still remember Hank Aaron very well, and what a great, great player he was. Of course, great guy off the field, too. Pache, Braves, hollow foil, Mariners, Evan White, and they didn't get me that time, but they almost did. I mean, you see that ink, it looks so... It looks so real, doesn't it? I don't know. Anyway, that's Hank Aaron also for the Braves. Again, with the facsimile printed signature, not an actual signature. A reproduction. Tyler likes that Pache that went by. Yeah, he's shaping up to be pretty good. At least looks like, hopefully. You never know. Sometimes guys look like they're going to be good and then flame out, but hopefully that's not going to be the case with him. Looks solid so far, anyway. Upside down again. What? Okay, I got to remember to put the top of the card to the right, and then maybe we can avoid that when we're sleeving them from the back. Kiermaier, Tampa Bay. Speaking of, there's the A's and Mark McGwire, and a Stars in Service, Derek Jeter for the Yankees. Did anybody happen to see the boat celebration from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers that went viral today? Two parts of it. One is Tom Brady throwing the Lombardi Trophy over to another boat full of Buccaneers while they're out on the water. And he probably threw it 15 or 20 feet, which kind of takes some guts. Or I think in his case, it took just a little bit of tequila. Because there's another video of him coming off the boat and somebody's having to hold on to him and hold him steady while he walks. So he was pretty well lit up. He was. Guess he's earned it. Detroit Tigers with a hollow foil. The Yankees have an insert. And then, it's the first one we've seen of this. It's a die cut Platinum Players. Die cuts are not as don't come out as often in here, and it is Willie McCovey headed to San Francisco and the Giants. And then we're back to basics on that. So yeah, if you haven't seen that video of the Lombardi being tossed across the water, it's kind of worth checking out. Can you imagine if that had dropped into the water? I mean, Tom Brady probably wouldn't care. He's like, I got 6 others. But the rest of Tampa Bay would care, with the possible exception of Gronkowski, who, has handled quite a few others himself, having been Brady's teammate for years. Garrett Richards, San Diego Padres, our hollow foil. Mookie Betts, the Dodgers. A reprint Polar Bear, Pete Alonso for the Mets. So far so good. I like the card design this year, and it's the first time in probably the last, I don't know, at least 3 years that I've actually liked the card design of the base set. It's I'm sure there's some people that don't, because every year there's people who like it and people that don't. Mariners and Marco Gonzalez, but for me, I like it better than any of our recent years. The big hurt for the White Sox, a Stars in Service for the Yankees, and then, of course, back to base. I mean, it's just a nice, clean design. Other than that, you know, I could have probably even lived without that and just had it over here. But either way, it's still nice. I like it better than what we have been seeing in recent years. So I'll take it. Hollow foil, Mariners, Maliks. And this is an actual autograph. They're not going to get me this time. This is the real deal. It is the Mets coming out with Franklin Colome. I don't pronounce any of it right. Let's get that out there. Blake Snell and the Rays, Baltimore, and Eddie Murray. And then onward from there is a big pile of base. Whoever bought the base can expect to get a box that's probably, I don't know, 15 pounds worth of cards. It's a lot out of one of these jumbo boxes. Even after we sort out the rookies, there's a ton of base. Non-rookie base, I should say. Austin Riley, Atlanta Braves, hollow. Our manufactured relic, it's headed to the Cubbies. It's got Chris Bryant. Oh, and it's numbered to 299, so even better. Freddie Freeman, Atlanta Braves. Here is a die-cut Pedro Martinez, and it's the Boston Red Sox. So after getting no die-cuts out of box 1, we get a pair of them out of box 2. Except I didn't mean to set him on Home Run Derby, so yeah, there we go. Got him moved back around. Try to keep it a little bit sorted so that when we want to recap, I can lay my hands on the stuff that we want to recap, or that we might want to recap anyway. Bo Bichette, Toronto Blue Jays, hollow. Numbered to 2021 for the White Sox. That is Giolito. The Angels with Pujols, Roberto Clemente, and the Pirates. And that wraps up box number 2. Here comes number 3. Our 2 silver packs joining their buddies up there at the top. Empty box. And box loader time. Our box loader is, survey says, Mookie Betts for the Dodgers. All right, got all that out of the way. The Nationals, Juan Soto, hollow. And we've got a Rhys Hoskins relic for the Phillies. Oops, that's not the... Let's fix that up. All right, that's a little better. And that's our game used out of this box, coming out early. Yelich, the Brewers, and a Willie McCovey die cut, Platinum Players die cut. Whoops, all right. That is that pack. So is anybody else in the path of this lovely little winter storm getting the ice? If anybody else is getting it, tell me how much is out there. Milwaukee Brewers and Orlando Arcia. Next up, I've got Marte, numbered to 499. That's coming to the Arizona Diamondbacks. It's a very nice looking card. Dodgers, Mookie Betts. Buster Posey, the Giants. Another thing I've just never really understood freezing rain. Like if it's cold enough to be freezing rain, it's below freezing. So why isn't it snow? Like I've never understood why it is freezing rain instead of snow, and I don't really know the difference between freezing rain and sleet either. So there you go. Don't know much about weather, I guess. Ryan Mountcastle and Baltimore Hollow. And right away, we get our autographs. So we've already seen 2 of our 3 hits out of the first couple of packs here. Miami Marlins and Jazz Chisholm. That is our autograph out of box number 3. Blake Snell, Tampa Bay. Reproduction, Clayton Kershaw autograph for the Dodgers. All right. Yeah, everybody's just quiet tonight. Nobody's chatting. Everybody's just hanging out. I guess there was a little bit of chatting earlier, mostly about how do we fix the background noise, which I did not even know was happening, and I still don't know really exactly how it started or how it ended, but either way, it did end, so that's the good news. Colorado Rockies and David Dahl. That is a hollow foil. For the Cleveland Indians, it is numbered to 2021. Jake Bowers. Mariners and Evan White. Nice little reproduction Johnny Bench card for the Reds. Alrighty. Tell you what, even Series 1 has been hit by the fact that the market is so hot. Even Series 1 is dramatically increased in price if you want to buy more, and they didn't give us as much as we ordered, which usually you can get. That's Evan White, the Mariners hollow foil. And I mean, man, I tell you what, this market is tight these days. If you don't get it the first time around in your allocation, you're going to be paying through the nose to get it later. Josh Donaldson and the Minnesota Twins with a home run derby card. Ichiro, Mariners. Aaron Judge reprint autograph for the Yankees. Well, for instance, like the Contenders football that we're breaking tomorrow night, you don't even want to know what I paid for those boxes, but I'm going to tell you anyway. I paid for the case of 12, and this is part of the, case. Or maybe those were the loose box ones that are tomorrow night. Well, anyway, for the case, I paid a whopping $8,900, I think it was, or 83, might have been 8,300, but either way, about, what is that, like 10 times the amount it came out for, something like that. And then I picked up a couple of loose boxes at the bargain price of $600 a box. Brady Singer and the Royals. So yeah, prices are crazy. The Yankees to 2021, Chapman. The big hurt again for the White Sox. We saw that earlier. Piazza for the Mets. I didn't look at the prices for Jumbo today, but I imagine they are also a healthy little increase over what they were supposed to be. If I were to try to buy more of it today, I bet it would cost me a pretty penny. The Blue Jays have a hollow foil Shoemaker, Gleyber Torres, and the Yankees, and we've got, that was turned around backwards, so we got something going on with it anyway. It's something different, special, extra, I think, because it's turned around backwards, but anyway, there it is. So whatever it is, maybe it's a short print just on a variant, on an insert variant, perhaps, I don't know. Mark McGuire and the A's, the Yankees, and another Gleyber Torres insert. Whoops, hang on now. Gotta make sure we stop in the right spot there. For the Atlanta Braves, it's Ian Anderson, hollow. Don Mattingly, the Yankees. And there's a reprint Shohei Ohtani for the Angels. And excuse me 1 second. Sorry, I thought I heard something, but I guess I didn't. I guess it's all right. Turns out to be all good after all. For the Cubs, hollow, Bodie, manufactured relic, Yankees, Gleyber Torres. It's been a Gleyber Torres kind of box, hasn't it? Like a bunch of inserts were him, and now the manufactured relic is him. It's crazy. Braves, Freddie Freeman, Pedro Martinez, Red Sox, and finishes up that one. Comes the last pack out of box number 3. So after we look at this pack, we'll be at our halfway point. 3 down, 3 to go. Diamondbacks, hollow foil, Eduardo Escobar, Pujols, and the Angels, a die-cut Jeter for the Yankees. Tell you what, man, those die cuts are not pleasant sometimes to go in the sleeve. They have to kind of finagle it a little bit on those weird cuts sometimes. All right, halfway point. Or 2, they still call them silver packs. The packs themselves are black these days, but still widely referred to as the silver packs. Our extra little cards that come in Series 1, Series 2, and Update. I'm so glad they put those inside the boxes now, because I used to buy a lot of secondary market Series 1 and 2 and Update to break, and most of the time you got it at a better price, but there was, because they would keep the silver packs when they weren't inserted in the box. And then, of course, I would always say that those weren't included in the break, but then people wouldn't read it, and then they'd end up being mad, and it was always a thing. Garrett Cole for the Yankees. So I'm glad that they're now inside the box. So whenever you're buying any of the flagship tops, they're going to be there. Hey, CIA Chef is here. Hi, CIA Chef. Looking for some Red Sox, you are? All right, my friend. We'll try to find you some. We've had a couple of inserts, but nothing, super major. Hollow for Kansas City. Ian Kennedy. Our home run derby card showing up early on. It is headed to the Rangers with Joey Gallo. The Mets and DeGrom. A reproduction of Jeter for the Yankees. And that takes us through that pack. I want to check that Twins card. That could make sure that's not a short print. It was not. It looked like it should be, didn't it? But it wasn't. I think we can safely say at this point everything's going to start with the hollow foil in every pack. Max Kepler, Minnesota Twins, the Reds and Sonny Gray, the White Sox and Robert, the Cubbies with Chris Bryant, and a die-cut Pujols for the Angels. And I think I solved my problem. We'll just use the thick card sleeve on those die cuts. They slide right into that. It's a little bigger than the card, but you don't have to worry about trying to coax it in the sleeve on the cuts anyway. So maybe we'll just go that route for the rest of the time. I think that sounds like the best plan. What do you think? You guys are quiet, so I don't know what you think. The Dodgers with a hollow foil for Urias. I never say his name right either, but anyway, you know who I'm talking about. Urias, something like that. Ricky Henderson, the A's, Robin Yount, and the Brewers. Finishes up those. Yeah, so I guess Major League Baseball wanted to delay the start of spring training, and the Players Union seems to have rejected it. Although everybody seems to have agreed on doing some 7-inning doubleheaders again, even, this year. Shane Bieber, Indians, hollow foil, and also, the man starting on second in the extra innings. Clevenger, Padres, seems like that little change might be permanent as well. George Brett, die cut Royals. I was hoping they'd keep the designated hitter across the league, but that doesn't look like that's going to be the case. But it would have been nice for the Reds to be able to have a permanent DH. Would have made me happy, but alas, not to be, or so it seems. The Mets, a hollow foil J.D. Davis. I've got the White Sox coming up next, and it is Eloy Jimenez, numbered to 2021. Of course, you know how Topps likes to do that. Oh, we got a patch. Woohoo! Yeah, I'm digging on the patch. I've always liked the patches. And it's Bryce Harper. Very cool for the Phillies. No, the Nationals. Sorry, that's his rookie card. I'm so used to saying Phillies, and I look down there, I'm like, no, that's his rookie. So the Nationals getting the Bryce Harper reprint there for the patch. So those are always fun to hit. Miguel Cabrera, Tigers. And let's make sure on that one. Yep, it's not short because it's the same code number as all of our other base, but I like to double check it. So Houston Astros, hollow foil. And that is Roberto Osuna. The Braves and Hank Aaron. Stars of service, or in service, sorry, John Lester for the Cubbies. I think that is it for this pack. And that rolls us right on down the road. Joe wants to know if we've had any Joey Bart. There have been some inserts for Joey Bart, maybe one insert that I can think of off the top of my head. I don't really think it was numbered, but I would not swear to that because I've said so many different names and teams and things tonight. I wouldn't swear to it one way or the other. But I think we hit one, and I think it was unnumbered. Roman Quinn, Phillies, hollow. Roberto Clemente for the Pirates, and there's a Dodger base. So that was it. Short on inserts in that pack. Some have more than others. All right. Our hollow goes to the Atlanta Braves with Fultonavich. Red Sox and Rafael Devers. So there you go. There's a short print for the Red Sox. So you conjured up a short print when you joined a CIA chef. So that's not too shabby. Oh, nice hit for my Cincinnati Reds. So whoever's got the Reds, I'm a little jealous. Nice hit. Sonny Gray. Autograph out of box number 4. Joe Adell, the Angels, and the Indians with a Francisco Lindor insert. Okay. Hollow foil. It is the Angels. And Albert. We've hit a lot of Albert inserts tonight of various types for Pujols. Carlos Correa. That is our player worn relic or player worn, player used. It's going to Houston. Dylan Carlson for the Cardinals. History of Topps. Cy Berger, the first complete set. Okay, buddy, you got to go up there as well into housekeeping, where we will use random.org to give out those History of Topps cards, since they are not specific to one team. All right. The Indians. A hollow foil for Shane Bieber. The Rangers and Joey Gallo. Cal Ripken Jr. for the Orioles. And that finishes up box number 4. Here comes number 5, headed your way. Our box loader out. 2 bonus packs. Empty box. And here we go. And that brings us to Aaron Judge and the New York Yankees. That was our box loader. Indians, lots of Indians hollow foils tonight. Shane Bieber. San Diego Padres, numbered to 300. And that is Mr. Manny Machado. And that's, of course, the stats back. Nats and Scherzer, Mattingly, the Yankees. Headed to the Dodgers, our hollow foil is this time for Cody Bellinger. And our home run derby card survey says Kyle Schwarber and the Cubs. Orioles, Eddie Murray. The Phillies and Mike Schmidt. Kind of cool to see the throwback Mike Schmidt insert too. Kansas City, hollow foil, Perez, and our player worn, or player used, goes, oops, it's the Braves and Ozzy. So that's our first of the 2 relics that we'll find tonight. We'll still find the manufactured relic in this box, and obviously we still got to find the autograph too. So Pirates, Roberto Clemente. Randy Johnson, Arizona Diamondbacks. And that's the end of that. Hollow foil for the Angels. with Shohei Ohtani. The Diamondbacks, numbered to 199. I have to say, I really do like that insert. They've done a nice job with those this year. So, Ketel Marte, the D-backs, Shohei Ohtani, the Angels, Cal Ripken, the Orioles. Detroit hollow foil for Matthew Boyd, manufactured relic. It's headed to the Padres with Fernando Tatis Jr. The Yankees and Giancarlo. Stars in service, Verlander, the Astros. And then back to business there. Can you hear the cat? Cat's throwing a fit about something. I don't know what, though. The Atlanta Braves and Acuna as our hollow foil. The Mets and our other insert to the Angels, another Pujols. I told you, he's in here like crazy so far, isn't he? Tons of the inserts have been for Pujols. Lots and lots of them. The Cubs. Yeah, speak of the devil. They got traded today. Or signed or whatever with the Mets. Almora. Tigers and Casey Mize. I don't think he was a free. Was he a free agent? I don't think he was. I don't know. Mookie Betts and the Dodgers. I didn't think he was a free agent. I think he was, I guess, traded. I don't watch the Cubs a whole lot, though. Unless they're playing my little Cincinnati Reds. I don't pay much attention to the Cubs most of the time. I guess I should, but I don't. Houston Astros. Gurriel, hollow foil. The Yankees, number 2, 2021, Zach Britton. Padres and Tatis, Ernie Banks, and the Cubs. Was anybody else at all surprised that Tanaka couldn't work out a deal and just went back to Japan? I kind of was. I will admit it. I thought that the Yankees would end up paying the guy and he'd stay where he was because, in his words, he still has unfinished business. But no, he didn't. He just went back home. The Angels are our hollow foil. Stassi, number to 2021. This would be Baltimore, the Orioles. Johnny Bench, Cincinnati. A die-cut Jackie Robinson for the Dodgers. Last pack out of box number 5. Is this gonna, did we already have our autograph in this box? I can't even remember. If we do or if we don't, I have it already out of this box. I want to say maybe not, but I'm not sure. Oh yeah, we don't, because there it is. All right. And our hollow foil, Hernandez, Blue Jays. Our autograph, here it is, Brewers and Corbin Burns to Milwaukee. The Cubs, Rizzo, and a reprint Nolan Ryan for the Texas Rangers. Wraps up that one. Fewer short prints this year, so kind of liking that too. I don't like it when there's a ton of them, honestly. I don't. I think it devalues them a little. So, do you guys remember a couple years ago? By now, it might have been 3 years ago. No more than 4 anyway. When they messed up and didn't put any of the short prints at all in the jumbo. They only had short prints in the hobby. You all remember that? So then all of us that were breaking, we were scrambling, trying to buy a bunch of hobby, because normally that's not what you pre-order. You pre-order the jumbo most of the time. If you're breaking, that's what you would pre-order. But then there were no short prints at all in it. You had to go round up a bunch of hobby to get those. Nolan Arenado, speaking of recently traded, Colorado Rockies. Okay. San Diego, hollow foil, and that is Mejia. Our home run derby, Kansas City Royals, Soler. Something for Mr. Mike Trout, that again facing around the opposite way, like our, I think, who was it earlier? Somebody, White Sox. What do we got happening up there on the edge? It's got an imperfection. Can you see that white? I didn't even notice it till we got it in the sleeve, but that, I'm trying to get it in a way where you can see it. Kind of above the end there, there's, looks like just a little piece of it's chipped off, so that's unfortunate on a Mike Trout insert to come out of the pack with a chip on the top. But anyway, that's how it came out of there. Roger Clemens and the Red Sox. Tatis for the Padres. Here's your Trout again if you want to see it. But again, you've got the little unfortunate little ding up there on the top. So there is your Trout. But yeah, I believe that's what you wanted to see again, right? If not, let me know. If it was something else, I can grab whatever the other thing is. But I figure that's probably what it was. The White Sox have our hollow foil with Robert, D-backs, and Randy Johnson. Here's another history of tops. So all of those history of tops will go up there together, and we will end up using random.org to give those out. So Cleveland Indians strike again. Lots of Cleveland Indians hollow foils. Francisco Lindor on the front of that one. For the Rangers, Nolan Ryan. A reprint signature of Mike Trout through the years. Too bad that wasn't an actual signature, isn't it? That would have made us all really happy. Especially if you had the Angels. Oh, you were asking what year they left the short prints out of jumbo. Oh, sorry. I thought you were asking about the Mike Trout card. It was sometime in the last, it certainly wasn't more than 4 years ago. I want to say it was, maybe like 2018, maybe. I think 2018, but I wouldn't 100% swear to it being 18, but if it wasn't 18, it was right around that. For the Padres, that's Mitch Moreland with a hollow foil, our manufactured relic. The last one of those we're going to see tonight. It happens to be numbered, and it is Buster Posey to 299 for San Francisco and the Giants. Strasburg for the Natties, and a die-cut Piazza. So Mets with a die-cut, and that finishes up that pack. I don't remember who the rookies were that year. That's why I'm saying that I can't remember what year what year that happened, because I can't in my head, I can't think of like who even the rookies were, who the players were. I just remember it happening and being like, "Oh my gosh, I had, nobody had any hobby." Well, breakers didn't. And then we're out trying to scramble around and buy and break hobby because they messed up the jumbo that year. They did still have the short prints in hobby. They just didn't have them in jumbo. For the Mariners, we've got a hollow foil for Kyle Seager. I mean, you could probably Google it. It'd probably come up somewhere. Shane Bieber, the Indians. Jacob deGrom for the Mets. I mean, basically, you can find everything on Google somewhere along the way. The key is always, what is the question you type in to bring forth the answer that you want. And sometimes you get it on the first try. Sometimes you have to reword it a few times before it'll spit out what you actually want to know. But it's in there somewhere. For the Indians, Tristan McKenzie, hollow. For the Blue Jays, I've got one that is numbered to 499, and that is Robbie Ray. Tigers and Miguel Cabrera. The Blue Jays, Vlad Guerrero Jr. Yeah, if Jay Allen were on here, he would probably remember what year it was that happened. He's really good about remembering that sort of stuff. Me, it all kind of blends into one giant thing. I have a hard time remembering what happened in what year when weird stuff like that happens. Kansas City Royals and Nick Heath. And Shane Bieber, numbered to 2021 for Cleveland. Our player worn or player used, can't say game, Walker Buehler, Dodgers. Aaron Judge, the Yankees, a die cut Cal Ripken for Baltimore and the Orioles. Just 3 packs left at this point. One of them's got our autograph in it, though, because we've seen both of our relics. So an autograph ought to be popping up somewhere out of one of these last 3 packs anyway. For the Angels, a Mike Trout hollow foil. The White Sox, an Eloy. Cal Ripken Orioles. No autograph in that pack. 2 more packs to go, though. Where's our center? Where are you in here, center? Texas Rangers. And that is Willie Calhoun. Here comes our autograph. It's headed to the Cardinals. Paul DeYoung for St. Louis. And the Cardinals numbered to 199. So that was a nice one to hit blast out. Greg Maddux for the Cubbies. Mr. Hank Aaron for the Brewers on that one. Well, actually, I take that back. He's the Braves on the front, and of course the Milwaukee Braves became the Atlanta Braves, and he's Brewers on the back. So we'll have to deal with that one too, using random.org, since it's Brewers on one side and Braves on the other. Okay. Tampa Bay Rays. Hollow foil for Brendan McKay. The Pirates and Josh Bell, who is a Pirate no more. Derek Jeter, Yankees. And that is the last of that. But guess what? We still have stuff to do. Sure we do. We've got those silver packs to take a look at up there. And then beyond that, we have some things to give out using random.org. Those the history. We've got 2 or 3 of those history of Topps cards we need to give out. And then I've got the Hank Aaron Mets Braves on one side, Brewers on the other. So, of course, all of these cards obviously ship to the teams because they are parallels. So, Evan White, the Mariners, Ichiro, the Mariners, Brewers, and Robin Yount, and George Brett in Kansas City. And then this little advertising card, which will be probably on the back of every single one of these, I imagine. All right, there's Rangers, Angels, Dodgers, and Tampa Bay Rays. We know by now that the silver ones there are not going to be numbered on the back, so we'll flip over any that are not silver because they would be numbered. The Braves and Ian Anderson, Machado for the Padres, Flaherty Cardinals, Sonny Gray for the Reds. Hopefully we'll find some numbered ones in here before long. There's Braves, Padres, Royals, and just like that, we got some color. Right about the time we said hopefully we'll find one. So Milwaukee Brewers, you get the green parallel, numbered to 99. So first numbered that we've seen out of our little bonus packs. Reds, A's, Red Sox, Brewers. Well, come on now, pack. Why won't you cooperate with me? There we go. Cardinals, Rays, Braves, and Yankees. Uh-oh, what just happened there? Oh, sorry, guys. Hang on. I accidentally have hit something on my iPad with that wrapper, and now it's made my thing go crazy. I think it's back up now. I hope. Royals, the Reds, the A's, and then we've got an Evan White, and it is numbered to 199, and that's going to the Mariners, and it's autographed. Seattle, there you go. That's nice. Add a little ink out of our bonus packs. That's the way we like to roll. Red Sox, Brewers, Cardinals, Rays. Royals, Dodgers, Cubs, and Red Sox. That little ad card keeps wanting to stick to the back of these things. It does not want to let go. As apparently neither does this wrapper. Hanging on for dear life too, isn't it? Tigers, Brewers, Cardinals, Yankees. Couple more to go. Well, Braves, White Sox, Rangers, and we've got a Sonny Gray for Cincinnati, and it is numbered to 25. Nice, the orange parallel. And of course, the Reds also pulled the Sonny Gray autograph out of this case. So if you have Cincinnati tonight, congrats. Does not always work out that way, does it? Blue Jays, Diamondbacks, Mariners, and White Sox. Seems like the Reds are kind of hit or miss. You either have a really good break with the Reds or you just like go home with nothing. There's not much middle ground, it doesn't seem, when you're dealing with the Reds. All right, so I'm going to set a few things up here that we will be recapping in a moment. But before we get to that, we've got a few housekeeping things that we need to deal with. So let's deal with them, shall we? First off, we've got this Hank Aaron card where it shows the Brewers on the back of the card and then the Braves on the front of the card. Again, Milwaukee Braves became the Atlanta Braves. So Braves and Brewers in play as to who gets that card. We're going to go over to random.org, and that's who's going to decide this for us. Good old random.org. And it works like this. We're going to type in the front of the card first, and which is the Braves. The back of the card second, that's the Brewers. And I will run random 3 different times. And the first 2 do not count. It's only the third and final random will determine whether the Braves get that card or the Brewers get that card. So let's get that done. So here we go. There's the first random you ignore as the second one is ignored. Here comes the third one, which is final. There's 3 times, our date and time stamp. It ends up going to the Brewers. All right, so that is this card here that featured a couple of different teams on it. Ends up, it's not the right top loader. Here's the one I need. Got so many sizes of top loaders sitting around everywhere. It's crazy. So we're going to go ahead and do that right now so that I can remember where this goes. Obviously, I am writing on the top loader, not on the card itself, clearly. You guys can see that. And that one's going to head to the Brewers by way of random.org. And then we have these history of tops cards. So what we're going to do with these is just kind of send them out collectively. So Topps now introduced Cy Berger creating the first complete set, and first baseball playing cards are sold. Those are the 3 that are in play. And the way that's going to work is a little different because we've got more than 10 items or more than 9 items in our list. So basically when it's 9 and fewer, as I said before, we do random 3 times, only the third random counts. When we have 10 or more, which we do here, then it works out that we do random only 1 time, and wherever it lands after we randomize. Now you noticed I did a cut and paste there, which did include our 2 additional bidding spots, one of which was for veteran player base cards, and the other one of which was for the 70th anniversary ticket, which we did not pull tonight, but those are also paid bidding spots, so they have a shot at these 3 history of tops cards just the same as everyone else. So scrolling through, you get a chance to see everything is in there as it should be. And here we go. Good luck. And that is going to the Pittsburgh Pirates, okay? So the Pirates getting these history of tops cards, first baseball playing card sold, Cy Berger, and Topps now introduced. Those 3 going to the Pirates. So that gets that taken care of. Now let's take a look through some of our recap materials. After I finish that, I will put up once again our anticipated shipping schedule and what's coming up in the days ahead. And if anyone did join late, please remember I am in the middle of an ice storm right now, and at any point over the next couple of days, the power could go out and it could be out for a couple of days. So if you come back for a break in the next few days and the break does not go live, that would be why. It would mean I have no power, so FYI. And also, if you at the same time were to contact me through eBay and get no response, that would be the same reason. Soler for Kansas City Royals. These are our home run derby cards. Schwarber, the Cubs. Gallo for the Rangers. Donaldson for the Twins. Guerrero, the Blue Jays, and Alvarez for the Astros. So those are our home run derby cards that we pulled tonight. And I'm not quite sure what is up with these 2. These 2 were facing opposite side, and they don't appear to be any different than some of our other inserts, but just because they hit facing down, I went ahead and sleeved them. The other stuff, I don't know. But anyway, and you'll note the Mike Trout did have a factory imperfection. That little spot of white is a chip in the card up above the N in the Angels. So you had the Mike Trout and then Gleyber Torres for the Yankees, each of which were just facing the opposite way in the pack, usually indicative of some sort of variant. Our short prints, they are Rafael Devers for the Red Sox, for the Cubs, Javi Baez, and another one for the Cubs with Rizzo. All right, so those are the short prints. Here come the numbered cards that aren't autographs or relics. This from our bonus packs, a Sonny Gray, numbered to 25 for the Reds, and then the Brewers to 99. The Indians to 2021. Here come the Toronto Blue Jays to 499. to 2021 for the Orioles, 2021 the Yankees, followed by the Diamondbacks, numbered to 199. And then you've got a Padres, numbered to 300 for Manny Machado, and that is the stats back. Number 2, 2021, the White Sox, 2021, the Yankees, 2021, the Indians. Diamondbacks coming through again to 499 with Ketel Marte. White Sox to 2021, the Padres numbered to 70 with the Trent Grisham. For Atlanta, that's 2021. Here's the Detroit Tigers, and that one's numbered to 299 with Goodrum on there. And then this is a nice hit for the Indians. You've got your rookie card for Tristan McKenzie, and it's numbered to 50, and that's a nice little hit for Cleveland. So congrats on that if you've got Cleveland tonight. Now our relics. So, of course, the smaller ones that look like this are player used or player worn. The Dodgers and Walker Buehler. The ones that look like this, the big thick ones, these are manufactured relics made specifically for this product. It's Buster Posey to 299, the Giants, Tatis and the Padres, Ozzie for the Braves, and Correa for the Astros. Then we ended up with one patch. It happens to be Bryce Harper. And, of course, it's a reproduction of his Nationals rookie card. So that, of course, goes to the Washington Nationals as labeled as such. Manufactured relic, Gleyber Torres for the Yankees, the Phillies, and Rhys Hoskins with the player worn. A manufactured for the Cubs, Chris Bryant to 299, player worn for Cincinnati Reds, manufactured for the White Sox, and player worn for Miguel Cabrera, Miggy. Our autographs from this break, it was Keston Hiura for the Brewers. We got a bonus autograph out of our silver packs, and it's headed to the Mariners. It's Evan White, and it was numbered to 199. Got the nice Paul DeYoung autograph for the Cardinals. It is numbered to 199. Corbin Burns came out for the Brewers. Sonny Gray made an appearance for the Cincinnati Reds. Jazz Chisholm came out for the Marlins. And then Colome for the Mets. All right, so there you go. There's the break. There is the recap. What I need to do now is put up that spreadsheet information one more time for anyone who missed it earlier. Let me get our focus set back. Now that we're done looking at cards, we'll get that set back to where we can see the background again, and then take another little peek at the spreadsheet. All right, so here is the deal. I am projecting this as Monday, and the reason I'm projecting it so far out is because of this storm, this winter storm that's outside dropping freezing rain on me as we speak. At some point, if we get the amount of ice they're saying we're going to get, we may end up with widespread power outages across the city. That's what they keep telling us anyway. So I am allowing for that by stating a Monday shipping date. And of course, if I don't lose power and things, are not as bad as they're leading us to believe they could get, then hey, it may go out sooner. So that's the deal. And once again, for breaks tomorrow night and Friday night, they're already listed on eBay. They've been listed there for days. So they're gonna, the spots will sell. But if you show up here and there's a break scheduled and there's nothing going live, that would be why. It would just mean I've lost power and have no way to contact you, no email, no internet, no electricity, etc. So please be aware of that. And as far as the days ahead, it looks like this. Tomorrow night will be Contenders Football, a 4-box, 1/3 case break. On Friday night, we're scheduled for a 6-box jumbo case of Leaf Metal Draft Baseball. So that has, I believe, got me all finished up there. So I think we're wrapped up for tonight. So thanks once again, everyone, for joining me on this new release night as we dove into some Series 1 baseball. I hope that you had a little fun, and I hope I'll see you again, if not tomorrow night, sometime soon. In the meantime, stay safe and warm and happy and healthy, and we'll see you the next time. Bye now.